Okay, we are back again, 9:27 now in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pulled up Tierra del Sol, and looks like as the sun's coming up, burning off these chem clouds. Google severe weather protection. I got a good post up there that explains all about how vinegar takes care of these highly alkaline chem trails and chem clouds. And I've noticed that if there's some vinegar present, chemtrails might collect at night, but when the sun comes up, it starts to burn them off. I don't know, check it out. It's kind of late in the day now for any of that, but it's something that I've discovered and been involved with since February 2011 when I first realized that I had the power to affect the sky with some simple vinegar. Hallelujah. In 1 Corinthians chapter 1 it says that God will use the simple things to confound the wise, so-called wisdom of the wise. Well, I contend that that would perhaps be a very good candidate. Vinegar killing a multi-million, billion-dollar chemtrail program. Hallelujah. So anyway, enough of that. Yeah, I got planes flying over my house all the time, and I've been on watch since February 2011. But the Lord protects me. I dwell in the secret place of the Most High God, under the shadow of His wing. And as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for Thou art with me. Yeah, I'm crazy, folks. Crazy for Jesus. Crazy for following His Word. If you get into the Word and follow the Word and develop a relationship with Him, amazing things happen. Look how He led me to this All Skycam website. But anyway, I pulled this up to look at the false dawn. If you recall in some of the earlier vids, it was happening 5:02, 5:12, and then 5:32, or 5:22 rather. Now it's flashing out later, and we saw it over there in Overgard, Arizona. This previous video this morning. Now let's get off this. Here's Brazil, Boliviera. Not sure exactly where that is, but here we have it ghosting down through the winged image. There's the sun. Looks like it's been up for a few hours. Yeah, it's just past the 10 o'clock hour, 10:30 there in Brazil. Okay, here we got a good summary of the day. Single column image. Here's the sun. Since it's southern hemisphere, the Nibiru sun appears below the sun in these pictures. And here's the moon. Now, can't say that these camera shots exactly line up, but I guess they obviously do. It's just the moon appears in a little bit different spot. And as I noticed yesterday, it seemed like you could invert these images from the northern to southern hemisphere, whereas the sun, the Nibiru sun, appeared to be closer to our sun in the northern hemisphere and further away in the southern hemisphere, and vice versa with the moon, further away in the northern hemisphere and closer in the southern hemisphere. But nonetheless, you can see that the distances are becoming more equal, in my humble opinion. Yeah, definitely Google severe weather protection, and you'll see I got some good links about how the vinegar is circumnavigating the globe now, and that's why these hurricanes haven't been forming, or if they do form, they've been getting killed off by the quote-unquote dry air which is actually laced with a lot of acetic acid. Well, here's this crazy thing up here again, dancing around. What the heck is that? We saw that yesterday as well. And the second Skycam thing comes up for Brazil. Cruises SP Brazil. Picking up a nice shot at the debris field, in my humble opinion. Here we got it ghosting down through the wing disc. Here as well. And once again, we got the single column. Here we got a nice shots of the debris field here. And here as well in the raw deck map view. And the reprojected view. Here we got the single column images. These are showing up good. We can watch these every day. I showed them yesterday on another vid. Now we're seeing them again today, so we can make the comparisons of the distance between the Nibiru sun and the sun, and Nibiru sun and the moon. For sure, to me, it looks like they're becoming more equal. So that tells me this thing's getting closer to the moon and further from the sun. This looks like Queensland, Australia. Blow it up to 300% just to show you that even though it's cloudy, so there's nothing to see on the Nibiru side, but we're catching the magnetic field lines even down in the southern hemisphere, because this is near the polar region, the South Pole. We got no single column image here. There you have it. There's our magnetosphere being excited and the Earth's trying to repel this incoming highly magnetic dwarf star. And I've seen it on several other places. I just don't want to belabor the point, but I figured I'd give you the north to south comparison now. Go in the All Skycam website and you can see for yourself. You can pick it up in a lot of different places, even in the middle of the globe. There's a good one here in Savannah Skies, Australia. Just taking a tour through the rest of these webcams, folks. Picking up some nice debris field images here. Still nighttime there, so that's the moon. See the debris field's extended out here, perhaps. Well, of course it is. I mean, it's got to be huge. But anyway, we got nice single column images here, both the night and day sky, which normally you don't get on this camera. So you see it here. So we'll compare that again tomorrow, but it pretty well matches up with the ones we saw in Brazil. And I would say within the next day or two, these distances between sun and Nibiru, moon and Nibiru, are going to be pretty much equidistant. Here's Groveland, California. I believe I Googled it one time. It's up in the Northern California region. Just pulling this up to show you that false dawn. Bam, 5:34. Sunrise isn't until about 6:15, somewhere around there. Highlights the moon. You can see the debris field showing up, perhaps. And then it goes away. So it's flashing on the Nibiru sun, lighting up the sky, and then as the angle changes, the sky gets back to normal, as it were. Covered that false dawn quite well in some of the earlier vids. Like I said, best thing to do if you really want to get a full scope of what's going on and what we've discovered from watching these Skycam vids, go back and look. And trust me, I'm not going to make any money on it. I'm not going to hit $100 on YouTube before this thing comes through. So if you think that's my motivation, think again. Here's Naples, Italy. Usually get a pretty good image here lately, and you can see the debris field showing up around the sun. Not so much of a great view on this summary of the day. This one's in Michigan. I pulled it up to see where it was some other time. Normally we don't get shots from here because it's always cloudy. But you can see it's showing up here, coming through on the east. Double image, it looks like double projection of the Nibiru sun. You can see some of the spots. That's pretty, showing up pretty good there. Here's Boulder. Got the orange balls showing up here. Double image, catching some of the spots and stuff, whatnot on there. Some debris field showing up here. Not getting a good view in the single column image. Okay, here's Little Rock. Got the double image of the orange ball showing up. Remember, it always used to be single image too, so that tells me it's another confirmation that we're getting a bit of a different shot, projected image. You can see some of the spots in there. Remember yesterday we caught it the one time where she had debris field all in front of it? White dots? That was crazy. Catching a good summary of the day, single column image down here from yesterday. There's Nibiru's sun. Right around the noon, 1 o'clock hour as usual. And here's the moon being quite well lit around 3 a.m. You can see that the distances are pretty similar. Since this is all hazed out, the moon's probably down here somewhere. So it's still a little bit further from the moon and closer to the sun. Here's Evergreen, Colorado. Orange balls here, but the sun's obscuring it the way the angle is. But you can see when it comes up, the debris field gets highlighted. You can see all these objects are moving. Shows up pretty well here too in the spread view. Pull this image up on all Skycam. I'm running out of time. You'll see magnetic field lines. Here's that other Brazil Skycam with the scratchy glass. Here we got it ghosting through. See a lot of debris field there showing up. Single column image. There's a bunch of debris showing up around the moon in that image. And like I said, distances are getting pretty equidistant. There's the reprojected view. It's showing up big debris field there, even if there is a scratchy lens. So share this stuff with whomever you can. I'm still in Google Plus jail, or I'd be commenting below these videos and providing additional links. Post them to Twitter, Facebook, etc. At least G plus these things. Come on, people. Let's get this word out, man. The time is short. And if you're real ambitious, copy and paste this web address for the video, and then go back and copy and paste the description, put them together, and post it on some other channels perhaps. That's what got me in Google Plus jail, I think, though. Here's Bremen, Hawaii, Volcano, Hawaii. Here's the moon. The shot we never seen before. That's some type of shot of the Nibiru sun, or an image thereof, projected image coming away from the moon, in my humble opinion. Here's the debris field showing up. And like I said, pull up any of these Skycam vids, you can see magnetic field lines everywhere. Here's Pine Mountain, a little bit northeast of LA. Pulled this up because of the sky color. It's purple, and I just noticed it somewhere else prior to this. I'll go back and show you that one. Running out of time here though. Okay, it was purple out in Pine Mountain, California. Don't forget, these are live images. Here we got Colebrook, Connecticut, showing up purple, especially in the reprojected views. Got like 15 seconds left. Trying to run through all these vids and show you the best stuff. Sorry it's taking so long. 3 instead of 2 today. 10 seconds. Close it out. Last all Skycam is Boneyard Observatory. Looking kind of purple here too. Here's the orange ball.